Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're playing MegaMek. And I hope everyone is excited to finish this this mission that we started last week. Yeah. I appreciate you pointing that out. I totally didn't notice. If I seem a little distracted at the moment, it's because I maybe am a little bit. We've got an unexpected visitor in our house who we haven't seen in a while, Mr. Boycat. So I was feeding and caring for him when I should have been prepping for the stream, and so I kind of had to rush some things, and that's my bad. But I'm glad you guys were able to join me, as always. And to begin with, we did win initiative going into round 9. We're at 95% of our forces just about. They're at 74% of their forces just about. And what have we got going on? We've got an Orion versus a Phoenix Hawk matchup over here, and it looks like the Orion's winning. We've got a Wolverine, we've got a Marauder, and we've got a Quick Draw ganging up on an Archer. We've got Scarponi taking out a Battle Master, or trying to save this ballistic rifle platoon because they're worth a support point. I decided that in the interim that, yeah, that the infantry units are worth support points. Down here we do have Stiletto taking on a Griffin and doing a pretty good job of it. We've got our Grasshopper. Who is our Grasshopper taking on? This is the wreck of Longbow. Okay, right. The Grasshopper was taking on the Longbow and ignoring the MegaMek, which we will have to do something about sooner or later. He is putting out 14 to 24 points of damage a turn, which is not a lot for his weight class, but it's still something. Other than that, we've got our mash truck who's down here all by its lonesome. I thought we had at least one more unit, but I know they had destroyed 2 of our units out of 6. Our convoy units, that is. And then, of course, there are all of these guys over here coming in to join the fun. We've got a Striker, a Griffin, a Guillotine, a pair of more Griffins, a pair of Saladins, a Drolson, a Stinger, and a pair of Savannah Masters. You might notice our Spider right here tangling things up with the Stinger, but he is he's going to be bugging out. He did not realize how many enemy units were in the area. So that is where we are at the tactical level. Just a quick strategic overview. I didn't do a whole lot off camera. I did do a little bit. I went ahead and gave everybody who is currently a part of the unit, and yes, everybody down to the last technician, down to the last soldier in a foot platoon, I did give them all the expeditionary award. I can... where did it go? Oh, I guess it's not there because he already has it. But yeah, the Expeditionary Award, I went ahead and gave everyone that for a bonus XP just for being with the unit at a time when we are engaging in an inter-house war that is not part of the larger scheme of things. Carpathice, hey, how are you? Glad you could join us. Things are going, so far, I want to say relatively well. We are kind of outnumbered still, but we are putting more of a hurting on them than they are on us, and I aim to keep it that way. So that is, let's see, aside from the Expeditionary Ward, we've got, in this battle that we're in the middle of today, we have another battle coming up no, this is the battle that was coming up tomorrow. This is the battle of today. Other than that, we don't have a lot going on. We do have a hostile mech base up here that we could engage and, in fact, We will have to engage. It is one of our strategic objectives. But more importantly, or just as importantly, it is giving the enemies reinforcements on every battle. So that is something I want to take care of. So it is time to... That's under game? No. Under... Yeah, it's under game. Replace player. Everybody's going to be a princess after this. They are closing in on the spider, who I think I want him to get out of there. Can we get into... We can't get into any woods that are quite where I want to be, but we can get... No, that's not even partial cover for anyone that counts, except maybe like the Savannah Masters down here. But I guess that's better than nothing. Hasn't moved anyone in this region yet, has he? I guess Princess is a she. No, we've got the Griffin over here, which is immobile and prone and has not moved. How immobile is it? 2 hits. 2 hits and about to lose the right torso, it looks like. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have Stiletto and the Cronus maybe advance to his right side at a walk, at a normal walk, and then just lay into him. I think we can forego the kick. Or do we need to? Do we need to forego the kick? I don't know if we need to. We can probably go reckless on like a 4. Or honestly, do we even need to move at all? I don't think we need to move at all. We can go ahead and have Stiletto skip her movement. So we're still waiting on the Phoenix Hawk to go. We're waiting on the Archer to go. Waiting on the Battlemaster to go. We can have our Grasshopper turn around and start engaging this MegaMek. Hopefully it goes down quickly, because it doesn't carry a whole lot of armor. Yeah, let's go reckless. And let's see if we can close the gap to 3 hexes. On a 3, that shouldn't be a problem. Who did he move? I missed it. Probably just get these guys over here. MegaMek still hasn't gone. Battlemaster still hasn't gone. The Archer and the Phoenix Hawk still have yet to go. We'll have the Orion. Move into these woods at a reckless walking pace, which he needs a 3 on. The Savannah Masters have gone. The Guillotine has gone. I think I saw a Stinger move. Yeah, the Stinger is moving to engage Stiletto, which is fine. It only has a medium laser and she's still fully armored up. I hope that MegaMek explodes spectacularly. Yeah, me too. That's always fun. That's what they do best. In the meantime, we'll have Tentacle Shogun advance at a walk. We'll have... What is this, Vernita? Yeah, Vernita can jump into range of the Battlemaster, I think, and start trying to take him on. And then we can also move Scarponi into its rear arc. Yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll run that. No, I don't think we will. Let's reckless that. Because it's going to be an easy roll. And why not have all the lasers hit when we can? That's going to be a 4. I got worried there for a second. I'm not sure why. Quick Draw can go into the back of the Archer and unload on him with some medium lasers. I don't think he's... Yeah, he looks like he's already taken some rear armor damage. His center torso is breached. His left torso is down to 1. So yeah, if we could get some medium lasers into his back, that would be just lovely. And all we need is a 4, which we succeeded at. We got 6s and 12s. The Phoenix Hawk tried to stand, even though he's got a busted foot and hip actuators. Needed a 5, got a 3. Takes 5 to the left arm. And apparently ran out of movement points at that point. Scarponi needed a 4, got a 6. The Archer needed a 4, got an 8. The Quickjaw needed a 4, got a 4. So that was actually kind of close. Alright. Let's start at the south end, I think. We've got the Grasshopper at the MegaMek on 5. So that should be a good bit of damage on him. We'll skip one of the larges because we are at such close range. And I think we can go 7 over. That'll cost us a movement point next turn, but that's 30 points worth of medium lasers. That's impressive. That's gonna hurt him quite a lot. And hopefully make him explode spectacularly, as we say. Against the Archer is open across the back, but still pretty tough across the front. The center torso looks like it's down to between 10 and 20. Probably closer to 20 if I had to guess, but I don't feel like checking again at the moment. We'll lead into that with 2 medium pulse lasers. Maybe we can open something up, and we'll follow that up with 4 SRM6s. And then we'll have the quick draw firing into his back with... Do we skip the large laser? No, we don't need to skip the large laser. We can just go on and fire the... Damn. Yeah, we're going to fire the large, we're going to fire all the mediums except 1, and then the SRM, that'll put us at 2 over, if I can click correctly. Who else have we got over here? We've got the Warhammer and the Wolverine on the Battlemaster. I'm going to go ahead and try to strip off his armor as much as possible so that any back shots that hit his arm can transfer to the center or to the side torso. So I'm going to say 10. Ouch. Because of the darkness is at +4, so it would be 6s or 7s. Yeah, it's going to be 7s with pretty much everything. And that was autocannon ammo, so if it hits, it's going to be a good hit. And we'll follow that up with the Warhammer into his back. We'll fire 1 PPC, and no, the PPCs are not worth it at this range. The heat to damage ratio is just not good enough. This is in fact why we loaded up on all the lasers, so that we can go heat neutral without the PPCs. Let's see, we've got the Orion at the prone Phoenix Hawk. We've got the LBX on a 6. We'll go ahead and try to take a chunk out of him with that, and then we'll follow that with the mediums. We'll skip the LRM, and we'll throw in the SRM. In the LRM, we can... No, we can't hit the Griffin, he's outside of range. We've got the Stinger on a 16, so we are going to let some heat sinks go to waste this turn. The Cronus at the Griffin. Can we go for center torso on 1s? Yeah, let's just try and take him out. That's going to be the large for 12 points. All the pulses and the SRMs. And hopefully some of that hits in the center torso rear and makes a big go boom. The Spider taking fire from a Griffin. That's got to be a PPC coming in, doesn't it? I can... It doesn't... PPC needs a 12, so that's not the worst. We need 13s to hit them, which is not going to happen. So we'll go ahead and skip firing for him. Now let's see what happened to that MegaMek. We hit him in the right torso with a large laser. We hit him in the left leg with a large laser. Down to 5 armor and 3 armor in those 2 locations. Hit him in the right arm and left torso with medium lasers. Hit him in the left torso and right arm again with medium lasers. We've already gone internal on that arm. Center torso critical, getting the hit on the engine through the armor. Very nice. And another medium laser to the left arm, down to 1 armor there. Yeah, MegaMek is already looking to be in rough shape across the arms and torsos. The Marauder at the Archer hits him in the right arm with a pair of medium pulses. Bunch of SRMs seeming to hit the center torso, the arms, across all the torsos actually. And the arms and the legs. That left arm is down to 4 armor. Quick draw at the Archer hits him in the left arm, critting on a medium laser, and hits him in the left torso rear with a medium laser, critting on his LRM ammo and blowing up the Archer. That's what I was hoping would happen to the MegaMek. It didn't happen. Our Wolverine at the Battlemaster, missing with the LB-10X. No MegaMek, but the Archer is a fine substitute. Yeah. If I had to pick which one I wanted to leave on the field for an extra turn, that'd be the MegaMek. The Archer is potentially putting down 40 missiles a turn, whereas the MegaMek, even with his lasers and everything, is only putting out 24 points of damage if he hits. So yeah, definitely make that trade. We did hit the Battlemaster in the right arm and center torso with medium pulse lasers. Center torso holding strong at 32. Both medium lasers miss, and 4 SRMs to the left leg, right and center torso. MegaMek with an engine hit is much less of a MegaMek. I disagree to a point. MegaMek main armament actually runs really cool. He can walk and fire all of his autocannons and not build up any heat, even with an engine crit. It's just the medium lasers that use up all of his heat sinks. If it walks, it can actually, because it has 4 autocannons. They each build up 1 point of heat. It has 10 heat sinks, so -5 for the engine hit leaves you still with 1 over, unless it runs, in which case you build up a modest amount of heat. Let's see, the ballistic rifle hits the Battlemaster in the left arm and the right torso and left arm. Griffin missing on a 12. The Warhammer at the Battlemaster hits him in the center torso rear with a medium laser. More mediums to the left leg, the left torso rear down to 3. The right leg, right torso rear down to 3, and then internal. Missing with 2 medium and a small. Other small to the left torso rear, to the left arm, to the left leg. And a bunch of misses. So we did screw up the Battlemaster's rear armor. We went internal, but we didn't get any good crits, which is unfortunate. I was hoping for maybe an engine hit or something that would really cut down on the Battlemaster's damage output. I really want to limit the amount of time I spend within 3 hexes of him. The Stinger at the Cronus hits him in the right torso with a medium laser down to 16 armor there. The Orion at the Phoenix Hawk missing with the LB-10X. I'm not having good luck with those autocannons. Medium laser to the left torso down to 5. Medium laser to the right arm, destroying it and transferring it to the right torso. Medium laser to the left arm, and SRMs to the right and center torso. Leaving the center torso with 18 armor, the right leg with 3 structure. Right torso destroyed. Battlemaster at the foot platoon, shooting the medium lasers at the foot platoon, kills 6 guys. Then the machine gun kills 8 more. The SRMs kill 6 more, leaving us with 6 guys alive. At that point, I don't think those guys are worth the support point anymore. The MegaMek at the Grasshopper hits him in the left arm critical for no effect, and the left torso with medium lasers. And a pair of autocannon 5s on 9s, missing with an 8 and a 3. Bonus at the Griffin hits him in the left torso rear with the large laser down to 4 structure. 2 medium pulses to the center torso rear, critting on his gyro twice and his engine for a 3rd time, destroying him by engine destruction. And then an SRM touches off the LRM-20 ammo, so the Griffin is non-salvageable. Brave soldiers saving on repair times. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. As long as he's shooting at them, he's not shooting at us. MegaMek needs a 7 to stay standing, gets an 8. The Battlemaster needs an 8 to stay standing, gets a 5. Falls on his right leg and center torso. That right leg is starting to look pretty weak, down to 6 points. The pilot Dorina needs an 8 to avoid hurting herself. Gets a 6, needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 9. That's 2 hits on the pilot of the Battlemaster. Physical attacks, we've got the Orion, can kick the Phoenix Hawk on a 2. The Wolverine can what? Searchlight the Battlemaster? The quick draw is not going to step on the pilot that ejected. Fighter has no one in range. And the Orion kicks the Phoenix Hawk where his right arm was, which transfers through the right torso to the center, leaving him with 3 armor. So that was an effective kick, but the Phoenix Hawk is still technically in action. Tentacle Shogun is at 4 heat, the enemy Griffin is at 6, the MegaMek is at 5, the Battlemaster is at 4, or is holding steady at 4, I should say. Stiletto gains a point, our Wolverine gains 3, the quick draw loses 2 points down to 2. Scarponi heat neutral, Spider not even coming close to using heat sinks. The Guillotine, the Stinger, the Phoenix Hawk, and the Grasshopper all sorry, except the Grasshopper all 0 heat. The Grasshopper is up to 7. And we did pick up pilot Molly bin Camille by the quick draw. We've won initiative going into round 10. We're at 94% of our forces. Team 2 is at 61% of theirs. And our convoy is still struggling to make it across the map. If we can get that one guy across the map, we get a support point, which makes it all worth it. Tentacle Shogun will close to within 3 hexes of the Battlemaster. That gets him into SRM range, I think. Or do we reckless it and get into pulse laser range? Yeah, let's try to pick up some evasion. And hopefully the Battlemaster falls down again during the weapons fire phase and is not able to kick us. We need a pair of 4s, and we got the pair of 4s. The Orion. Gonna skip his movement. The Phoenix Hawk is not gonna be able to get back up. Stiletto is going to wait just a moment. Wolverine going to reckless into the hex behind, into the flank of the Battlemaster, try to knock out that PPC. Needed a pair of 3s to do that. Still holding off on Stiletto. The quick draw. So all they've got left on this side of the map is the Phoenix Hawk, which is prone, the Battlemaster, which is damaged, the MegaMek, which is damaged, and the Stinger, which is just an annoyance. Everyone else is over here on the right side of the map. Let's go ahead and get the Spider on out of here. Let's go ahead and get him to there. And I know that the enemy is going to have some units that can move more than 8 hexes, especially those hover tanks. But if we can spread them out a bit and try to take them on a little at a time, it's going to be a lot more manageable. Stiletto is still holding off. Quick draw Quick Draw is going to break off from beating on the Battle Master and start making his way towards the east end of the map. Try to engage where the spider is, perhaps. And Stiletto still waiting on the stinger. Scarponi standing still. We're going to just gang tackle that Battle Master. The Grasshopper, the MegaMek has moved, so we could stay put in front of him and just wail on him, and he'd probably not still be standing by the physical attack phase. And even if he is, we outweigh him. He's 65 tons, right? He is 65 tons, yeah. So we're doing more damage than him on the physical attack anyways. We will not move. And the stinger held on until last for some reason. Let's go ahead and start moving Stiletto downwards and to the right. Mash Truck is making its way across the map slowly and kind of steadily. Battlemaster got up on a 5, got a 6. The Marauder needed a pair of 4s, got a 4 and a 12. Wolverine needed a 3, got a 9. Pair of 3s, got a 9 and a 10. Drelson needed a 3, got a 7. Phoenix Hawk needed a 5, got a 7. The Phoenix Hawk stands. Let's start at the north end this time, just for kicks. We've got the Phoenix Hawk on 7s with the Orion. Let's go ahead and do all that. And the LRMs, we still have no targets, I'm guessing. We've almost got a stinger in range of the LRMs. Alternately, we've got the Phoenix Hawk on 13, so we're gonna hold off on the LRMs. Tentacle Shogun. Let's start with the Wolverine because it's gonna have a higher per hit average damage. We've got the LB10X on an 8. We've got the medium pulses on 7s. We've got the mediums on 6s. The SRM on a 6, and we'll throw in the cluster munitions on a 5. Tentacle Shogun is gonna throw in a couple medium pulses, but then it's gonna be mostly SRMs. We'll go to 5 heat over just to get some extra damage on it. And then Scarponi and the Warhammer. Gonna lay into him with all the lasers as well. And that's gonna be not quite heat neutral. The Stinger decided to jump in behind Stiletto, which may or may not have been a good move. We've got him on 7s. Now he's got us in the back, but he probably doesn't have us on 7s. 5s. We throw in the SRMs. We're gonna go over on our heat budget, but we can just fool it with the ER large next turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no good cover except maybe here. Next turn. Yeah, we'll overheat this turn. We'll go up to 7 over. Oh yeah, the Quick Draw has the Phoenix Hawk on, apparently out of range. Out of visual and sensor range because it's friggin' dark. We've got nothing in range, it looks like, of the Quick Draw, so we'll skip firing with him. The Spider has the Griffin on 15s. That's not going to happen. Unless we get that down to... No, he's already using a Searchlight. 15 is the best we're going to get. So we'll skip that. And last but not least, the Grasshopper at the MegaMek. That's going to be 2 larges on 7s and all the mediums. We'll go... Do we go 6 over? No, we'll keep 2 of the larges out of the action. That way we only go 1 heat over and we fire all the mediums, so that works. So not quite as much damage output as last turn, but it is what it is. We overheated last turn. The Battlemaster landing medium lasers to the Wolverine's left leg, ×2, down to 16 armor there, and the left arm down to 13. Machine guns on 6s both miss, the SRMs on 6s all miss. MegaMek at the Wolverine on 10s and 12s misses with everything. The Orion at the Phoenix Hawk hits him in the left leg, destroying the leg. He is going back down this turn and transferring into the left torso down to 2 structure. Medium laser to the center torso down to 12 structure. SRMs to the center torso, critting on the engine and destroying the left torso, critting on the jump jets. Leaving his right leg with 1 structure and critting on his hip. There's not a whole lot left of this Phoenix Hawk, but he's hanging in there. That's the Orion doing good work to the Phoenix Hawk. If he ejects, because, I mean, he's literally just a center torso and a leg with 1 point at this point, I will give that kill to the Orion if he punches out. The Wolverine at the Battlemaster hits him in the right leg, down to 0 armor there. Hits him in the left torso and center torso with medium laser and pulse medium laser fire, both down to 21 armor. SRMs to the left arm, right torso, and 2 to the right leg, critting on his foot. Very nice. And 3 pellets from the LBX hitting his left arm and right and left torso. Not very effective. Tentacle Shogun at the Battlemaster hits him in the center torso and right arm with pulse lasers. SRMs to the right torso, left arm, and head, forcing his 3rd consciousness check. Needs a 7, gets an 8. SRMs to the right and left torso, SRMs to the left torso, right leg and arm, critting on his lower leg and his heat sink, so that's 2 leg actuators down. And that's another SRM to the head, leaving it with 3 armor and forcing a 4th consciousness check. Needs a 10, gets a 5, and blacks out. That is going to be a fall as well, so that's going to be 5 total hits on the Battlemaster's pilot. Right leg just lost its upper leg and hip, so that leg is now useless. Medium leg, this is Scarponi. Did the damage to the right leg. Also to the left torso, left leg, center torso, left leg again, down to 17 structure. Medium lasers to the right arm and left torso, down to 3 and 2 armor there. Small laser to the left torso, ×2, critting on a medium, down to 14 structure. Left leg, critting on his upper leg, down to 14 structure. Cronus at the Stinger, hits him in the left leg with the ER large and blows his left leg off. That is a dead Stinger now. Hit him in the left torso with a pulse laser, hit him in the left torso with another pulse laser, transferring to the center torso. Are there any Battlemaster leg actuators left? We've destroyed 5 of them, so that leaves 3. But yes, I get your point. And yeah, a good shape Battlemaster might not be a bad mech to keep around, in spite of its quirks. I am a big fan of Battlemasters, just in general. I like the way they look, I like the way they perform on tabletop. I'm just kind of a Battlemaster stan. Medium pulse laser to the center torso. 2 SRMs to the center torso, and that is a kill for the Cronus. The Phoenix Hawk landing a medium laser on the Orion's center torso. Wow. The Grasshopper landing hits on the MegaMek's left arm. Right arm, blowing his arm off. Left leg going internal. And nothing else. The Stinger missing a shot on the MASH truck. The Battlemaster automatically falls, taking her 5th hit. The Phoenix Hawk automatically falls, takes her 3rd hit, but stays conscious at least. I don't think the Battlemaster is going to be waking up. She's going to need an 11 or better. The Phoenix Hawk might be... Wait, the Phoenix Hawk has no gyro. Alright. Now there was a Stinger shooting at the MASH truck. Oh, must have been this Stinger. Alright, physical attacks. What have we got? We've got the Marauder. We're going to hold off. We've got the Orion. Let's go ahead and... yeah, let's finish off the Phoenix Hawk. We're not going to be meleeing the Battlemaster. We've got nothing with the Spider. We are going to try to kick the MegaMek. Maybe we can leg him on a 3. Oh, he's prone. The Orion kicks the Phoenix Hawk in the center torso, destroyed by damage. The Grasshopper kicks the MegaMek in the left leg, which destroys it and transfers to the left torso. The MegaMek automatically falls, taking 7 damage to his left leg, which transfers to the left torso, and 2 to the left arm, leaving him with 4 structure. Pilot of the MegaMek needs a 10 to avoid hurting himself, gets a 7, needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets an 11. Best and coolest assault mech. I agree. It's got a good movement profile, it's got good armor, it's got lots of heat sinks, it's got a long-range weapon and a bunch of short-range weapons. I'm not trying to say it's without its flaws. It is definitely not the perfect ultimate mech. It lacks in long-range firepower, but other than that, it is superb. Tentacle Shogun is at 5 heat. MegaMek is now up to 12. Battlemaster is at 5. That MegaMek might actually... did he take 1 or 2 engine hits? Just one. Just one. He is just not giving it up with those medium lasers. Stiletto's at 7 heat. Wolverine is at 2. Everyone else is running cool except the Grasshopper is up to 1 heat. That is it for the end phase. HMS Boat Fricker, hey, how's it going? Given it's a MegaMek. Surprised he didn't take an ammo explosion yet. He's 2 points of heat shy of tempting fate. Oh yeah, Highlanders are cool too. We do need more of them. I don't think we have a single Highlander. If we do, I don't know why we're not using it. Yeah, no, our only 95-ton mechs are going to be the Banshee, and I think the Emperor is 95, or is it 90? So yeah, we are shy on 95-ton mechs. Like Highlanders. We're at 93%. Team 2 is at 52%. The Convoy has 1 crippled. 1 crippled? Wait, Mash Truck's not crippled. It's weird. Barely even hurt, if it's hurt at all. Unless, it didn't take any damage earlier, did it? What's going on with this Mash Truck? Is it crippled? No, it's not even damaged. Why are you saying it's crippled? Also, why does it have more armor on the sides than the front? Okay, so we're done with the Battlemaster. It's not getting back up. We can start jumping this way to engage the rest of the enemy force. The Orion is going to have to reckless that. I don't think we're trying to sprint, not reckless. We only need a 3 to do that. Stiletto. Oh, Stiletto's overheating. Stiletto is not going to have the movement points this turn. Needs a 3. We don't got this. Still got those 2 museum pieces. Yes, we still have the 2 Mackies. And yeah, the Mash Crew, I'm sure they've done more than spill their drinks. Stiletto, however, rolled Snake Eyes, fell on her left side, taking 6 damage to the left leg and torso. Which sucks. How far can we still Reckless? We can still Reckless 3 hexes, and all we need is a pair of 3s. I say all we need when, as if we didn't just fail a single 3. Let's see. The Wolverine is going to jump into these woods. The Quick Draw is going to jump into these woods. Surprising that so few Battlemaster variants have an XL engine. That is true, considering that it does have, what is that, a 340 engine, which is prime candidate for XL engine territory. Thing probably weighs, what, 20 tons? Just off the top of my head. Let's see. Scarponi is going to have to reckless this because he doesn't have jump jets. How far can we go? We can get 3 hexes at a reckless pace, and that's with a pair of 4s, which we did not get. We fell 2 levels, taking 21 damage, all of it to the right arm, critting on a PPC. Warg is right. What a roll. How did we fall 2 levels? Needs a 5 to avoid damage, gets a 5. Barely avoided hurting the pilot. Can we try that again? No, we can't. Can we get up? We can get up on a 4. Wait, I was looking at chat. Did we get it? Okay, yeah, we got up. Don't do that. The 340 engine is 27 tons? Yeah, so you could save 13.5 tons by giving up 6 critical spaces. And yeah, it does make the mech more fragile, but 13.5 tons. 85-ton mech with a standard engine has the same free tonnage as a 75 if both are 4.6. Yeah, I believe that. I think I charted it out one time, and yeah, that sounds about right. Also, an 80-ton mech that moves 5 hexes can save tonnage by being a 60-ton mech that moves 5 hexes. And yeah, 13.5 tons is a lot of guns. Alright, where do we want the spider? Can we hold off until the stinger goes? Oh, and the MegaMek ejected. We're giving that one to the grasshopper. Oh, and the stinger has closed the gap. Can we... Five hexes at a jump is still pretty evasive, and that gives us medium range into the back of the stinger. With our 3 medium lasers, we really only have to hit with 1, I think. Do some serious damage. Don't forget there's a guillotine closing in on us. Yingxiu Huan ejects from the MegaMek. Needs an 8, gets a 5. Needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 5. Destroyed by ejection. Cronus fell down, took 6 to the left leg and left torso. We saw that. Warhammer needed a 4, got a 3. Takes 20 damage to the right arm, which is ridiculous. The odds of that happening and critting on the ERPBC are just insanely small. Tentacle Shogun. Wait, what? Oh, aim shot at the Battlemaster. No, we're not doing that. Equivalent of breaking your wrist trying to stop your fall? Yeah. Only in this case, that wrist cost us like 300,000 C-bills. Let's see. We got no targets in range. The only targets on this side of the map are the Battlemaster, which we're leaving alone, and the Pilot, which we're leaving alone. So basically, a lot of people are not going to be firing this turn. We've got the Stinger with our LRMs are in range, but he is blocked by terrain. Stiletto at the Stinger on a 14, that's not gonna happen. Wolverine is not gonna be aiming a shot at the Battlemaster. We need to come down. He does not have anyone in range. Quick draw with the large laser, not even an ER large, is got no target. Scarponi has ERPPC, which is still not in range as well. And the Spider into the Stinger on 12s. I was hoping for better than that, but we'll take some shots just because we can. And the Grasshopper with the large lasers also has no one in range. The Drillston at the Spider, missing on 11s. The Spider at the Stinger does hit him in the left arm with a medium laser, which destroys his left arm, taking out, I want to say like 30% of his firepower. And transferring into the left torso rear, down to 1 armor there. So yeah, that was a medium laser worth firing, for sure. No physical attacks, no one's building up any heat. Battlemaster needs an 11 to wake up, gets a 9. That's not going to happen anytime soon. We've won initiative going into round 12. We're at 92%. Mirrors makes no difference. They're at 50.8%. But the percentages don't matter. The important thing is getting that MASH truck across the field. Tentacle Shogun will continue jumping. The Orion will continue recklessing. That's going to be a pair of 3s. Hopefully we don't get any more snake eyes. Stiletto has jump jets. This is going to be kind of like a second whole other battle that we're already damaged for. Not badly damaged, but Scarponi. Oh man, that right arm. I hope we don't lose that right arm. Let's see. Where can we put the Wolverine? I want him just moving eastwards. The quick draw can continue jumping as well. We can start closing across that empty field, I guess. Scarponi. Do I really want you recklessing anymore? Needs a pair of 4s. One of those is for an elevation change, which could go badly. No. Looks like Scarponi made it. Let's see. The Grasshopper still jump capable. The Spider really wants to get away from that Griffin, wants to get away from all of this. So we are going to jump into these heavy woods. Alright, needed 3s, got a 6 and an 8, needed 4, got a pair of 9s. So we made those look easy. Medium Tentacle Shogun is not going to have any targets for a hot minute, so we're just going to have to get used to that splashing up on the screen. Let's see, the Orion I don't think has anyone in visual range. Blocked by terrain, no one else is in range. Stiletto with the ER large has eyes on has eyes on a Saladin, but not the range. We've got the Griffin on a 12. We've got the Drillson on a 12. Might as well take the shot. Let's see, the Wolverine. Wolverine has, looks like nobody in range just yet. Quick Draw is not going to have anyone in range. Not yet. Scarponi, even with the ERPPC, has no one in range. And Spider has eyes on nobody. Alright, the Kronos missing on a 12. No one else taking any shots this turn. Everyone's at 0 heat. Battlemaster Pilot needs an 11, gets a 5. Stays unconscious. We have one initiative going into round 13. We're at 92%. They're at 50.8 still. No changes there. Tentacle Shogun is going to jump kind of in the southward direction. The Orion is going to Reckless in this direction. Hopefully on a 3. Stiletto is starting to close with a pair of Griffins. These Griffins have an LRM 10 and an LRM 10. These are, yes, both 1Ns. One's got a 4-4 pilot, the other has a 6-6 pilot. Do we stand still and let them come to us? They've got a pair of PVCs and 20 LRMs. They're probably going to want to try to snipe us, but we're not fast enough to close if they want to flee. I want to ensure that you attack in fours, not split up units. That is a good point. So let's have Grasshopper try to close the gap a bit. Stiletto. I guess we can jump backwards and try to maintain our distance for now. Wolverine. We can start closing in kind of this direction. Quick Draw. Move in that direction. Okay. So we've got Stinger and the Griffin closing on the Spider. Night missions are tedious. Would be fine if they didn't neuter movement range. Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of slowing things down quite a lot. I'm glad that most of my guys have jump jets. I'm sad that some of my guys don't. Let me see if we can do this with 1 die roll on a 4+. Right, the Spider is the only one that hasn't moved. We've got the Stinger at medium laser range through a heavy woods. If we stand still, which is against everything they tell you in the Light Mech handbook, we could get some pretty good shots on the Stinger. We would only need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we could land... Ooh, 5 damage anywhere is not going to be enough to kill him except the head. I think the jumping would be more dangerous than walking along at night. Yeah, especially into woods. There are actually... end up with a pine tree through the cockpit. There are rules, optional rules for jumping into woods requiring a PSR. I do not play with those rules. I am not looking for quite that much of an RPG type experience. No, the Light Mech handbook says never stop moving. I'm gonna keep the Spider falling back. I'm not going to take shots on the Stinger. If we could maybe take out his right arm with a medium laser, I would consider it, but we can't. We're not shooting at the Battlemaster. We're not shooting at anything right now. The Orion, however, still has LOS blocked by terrain. Is it? Oh, yeah, he's on the other side of a giant hill. It's level 7. He's at level, what, -2? Yeah, he's not going to have eyes on anything until he gets up into, like, this area. Stiletto. Not mind closing in with that Stinger, or holding still. I suspect the guillotine is only firing his searchlight. Yeah, we've got the searchlight illuminating the Cronus. Not a big deal. We've got Savannah Master illuminating the Grasshopper with a searchlight. Not a big deal because everyone's still at long range. Let's see. Got the Griffin on 16s. We've got the Griffin on 15s. That's not enough to do anything with. Stiletto. Got the Guillotine on a 13. Got the Savannah Master on a 12. Might as well. Quick draw with large lasers. We've got 16s for the Griffins. 15. That's not going to happen. Scarponi. The ERPPC. Still hasn't got a shot. The Speeder, no one in range. And the Grasshopper, presumably no one in range. Oh, we've got the Stinger out of visual range. Stiletto missing the Savannah Master, needed a 12, got a 9. No one's building up any heat. Battlemaster pilot stays unconscious. I'm starting to wonder if they're actually falling back. It doesn't feel like I'm getting any closer to them. What? Oh. Oh, the ballistic rifle platoon is still over here. Are they going to try to finish off the Battlemaster? I bet they're going to try to finish off the Battlemaster. I really hope they don't. Let's see, the Orion needs to reckless his way to here. A pair of 3s. Stiletto. Gonna jump into these woods. Wolverine can jump, yes, as far as he can. Same thing with the quick draw. Man, they've got 3 Griffins. Are they all LRM-10 variants? They are. We've got a 4-4, 6-6, and a 4-5. So the 4-4 and the 4-5 are probably the ones we need to prioritize, because they're going to be some pretty accurate little snipers. Scarponi, can we reckless you up 8 hexes? That would be lovely. Three Griffins or 1 bootleg awesome? Well, 1 bootleg awesome plus 30 LRMs. That's significant. I feel like. Okay, the Stinger. Trying to take out the MASH truck, I think. We need to do something about him. Let's give him something else to concentrate on. We are super evasive. So hopefully we don't take too much damage. Alright, the Orion needed a 3, pair of 3s, got a 4 and a 9. Warhammer needed a 4, got an 11. And pilot Ying Xiu Hong leaves the battlefield. Alright, we're not aiming shots at the Battlemaster, still. We have no targets in range, still. Let's see, the Orion. Still on the wrong side of that hill. Got no one he can see. Oh wait, we got a Maxim over here. We can hit him on a 12. We'll take that shot, sure. What's the worst that can happen? Let's move over to Scarponi real quick. Since you've got the PPC, which is the big go boom. Got the Drillson on an 11. Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky with that. Stiletto with the ER large. We've got the Drillson on a 12. We've got the Griffin on a 12. We've got these Griffins on 11s. Which one is the 4-5? No, this one is the 4-5, the most evasive one. We can hit him on a 12. We'll go for the 6-6, I guess. I think that was the 6-6. Doesn't really matter, we're not going to hit. Let's see, the Wolverine has got the Savannah Master on an 11 with the cluster munitions. That would be fantastic if we could hit with some pellets of that. The quick draw with the large laser, we've got 13s. It's not going to work. Spider at the Stinger on 13s, that's also not going to work. And the Grasshopper has no one in large laser range. Maybe we should upgrade those to ER larges, but then at close range, that's going to hurt our damage output pretty significantly. The Orion missing on a 12, the Drillson missing on 11s, the Warhammer missing on an 11, the Cronus missing on an 11, the Wolverine missing on an 11, and the Griffin missing on a 12. So, hopefully this turn, physical attacks. No, we've got no physical attacks, except maybe we can kick him on a 10. If we fail, we need a 4+ or we go down. Going down would not be the worst thing in the world right now. There's not much in the area to take advantage of it if we go prone. Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky on a 10. Oh, he went prone. Did he kick us and miss? No, we kicked him in the right leg and destroyed his right leg. So yeah, we actually only needed an 8. We got a 9. So we destroyed his right leg. He went down, taking 2 to the left leg, and taking a hit to the pilot, needing a 5 to stay conscious, getting a 6. Spider eats bug. Yeah, I think that's kind of what it was designed to do. Especially this variant, which has a couple more medium lasers. So yeah, it's more heavily armored. No one's building up any heat yet. Wait, is the Battlemaster awake? Did we lose sight of him? We've lost initiative going into round 15. We're at 92%. They're at 50.5%. Cicada, but not slightly useless. Yeah, I never liked the Cicada. It's got the same weapons loadout as... oh, did they... I guess they didn't kill the Battlemaster. We still got a sensor return. But yeah, the Cicada has the same weapons as a Locust, but it's twice as heavy. Never really saw the point. It's not more heavily armored. I don't even like the Cicada in theory. It's not heavily enough armored. It's not heavily enough armed. It's plenty fast, but it doesn't have the jump jets like the Spider has. Very low battle value. Okay, I'll give you that it's cheap. I don't know if that's a recommendation for or against the Cicada. Oh, from here we can get eyes on a lot of things. And then next turn, we don't even have to be reckless to take some partial cover. Charger situation for blunt force trauma. I suppose you could do that. I don't know if it would survive very well. But yeah, it would deal quite a lot of damage if it got its full 12 hexes in. Okay, so Spider actually I think is going to stay there and finish off the Stinger. But maybe we don't let him know we're going to do that just yet. Yeah, we'll go there. That gets eyes on a couple Griffins and a Guillotine. Cicada 3P is decent. Is that the one with the PPC? Because I don't think that one's decent either. That one has even less armor, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, 3C is the PPC one. Which one is the 3P? Is that like a later model variant? Does it include XL engine? That could be actually pretty nasty, I bet. Alright, so we're doing a pretty good job of staying as a unit, engaging them all at once instead of spreading ourselves out. That gives us partial cover against these guys. That gives us eyes on this Griffin, which is the 4-4, which is the most expensive one of their team. 3P is 711 with an XL, a heavy PPC, and 4 ER mediums, and with double the armor. Okay, now see, that sounds like a useful mech. A heavy PPC and 20 points worth of medium lasers at 711, and with some decent armor. That's quite a package. But the standard 3025 Cicada has always just disappointed me. Alright, Scarponi, can we get into some woods at a walking pace? We need 3 4s, 1 for moving reckless and 2 for entering the woods. We do this without losing our right arm. Oh, yeah, we did. Alright, good deal. So Spider's the only one left. And yeah, we're gonna have him stand still. Try to eat that bug. Should I send in a custom pilot who uses a cicada just to make you use it? I can make no promises as to how long that cicada is going to be operational. And I don't mean that as a threat. I mean that in the same way that I don't use light mechs as a general rule is because they just die too easily. I don't know if it's my playstyle or if the game is just geared more towards a skirmish than a campaign. Oh, the Stinger tried to stand up, needing a 13 and gets a 7 and blacks out. Could have seen that happening. Orion needing a pair of 3s, getting a pair of 7s. Scarponi needing a trio of 4s, getting a 12, a 9, and a 6. Getting closer and closer with each of those rolls. Alright, let's start with Scarponi, who's got the PPC. We've got a Savannah Master on a 9. We've got a Drillson on a 9. We've got a Saladin on a 9. I think we've got our target. Who is next biggest in the terms of guns? I'm thinking the Orion. Oh, the Orion's taking fire from the Guillotine. No, just the Searchlight. Guillotine is not really entering the fray just yet. We do have the Savannah Master on 9s. Go cluster munition to make that an 8. We'll throw in some mediums. Throw in the LRM on a 9. We'll throw in the SRM, and we'll throw in the LBX. It'll be 3 heat over, which is fine, because I don't think we're going to be using our LRMs next turn, so we can cool down. Let's see, who's the next biggest guns? That's going to be the Wolverine. Wolverine has this Savannah Master on a 7. That's very likely to hit. We'll throw in a couple of 12s first, and then the 7. That puts us at 5 heat under, which is fine. Who's the next biggest gun? That's going to be the Grasshopper, I think. We got the Savannah Master on 12s. We'll go ahead and take 3 of those shots. Let's see, the Quick Draw, I think, is our next biggest average. We've got the Griffin on 9s. We've got the Savannah Master also on 9s. We've got the Griffin on 9s and 11s. We've got the Savannah Master on just 9s. I'm going to wait for the Griffin to get a little bit closer before I start giving him much firepower. In the meantime, yeah, we're going to do the Savannah Master. I'm going to go up to 2 heat on 9s. Tentacle Shogun has still nobody in range and visibility. Stiletto has this Savannah Master on a 7. Very nice. Worth fragging that Battle Master just to stop the pop-up. Yeah, if it wouldn't take us 5 turns to get back to where he is, I would consider that. In the meantime, though, we've got a Savannah Master on 7s. I think that's going to be too easy a shot to pass up. Also, if I wasn't... Oh, wait, no, this guy. Let's just go center torso. I saw no gyro. Lots of people illuminated by lots of people's searchlights. The Warhammer does land a hit on the Saladin's front, down to 8 armor there. The Orion missing with the medium lasers and the LRMs, landing 5 SRMs on the Savannah Master's front and left side, down to 2 armor on the front, 4 on the left side, costing it half its movement points, missing with the LBX. Wolverine at the Savannah Master missing on 12s and 7s, the Grasshopper missing on 12s, the Drillson missing on 11s and 9s, the Quick Draw landing a medium laser on the Savannah Master's left side, destroying the Savannah Master. Very nice. The Cronus missing the other Savannah Master, the Griffin missing on 11s and 9s, the Spider at the Stinger hits him in the center torso with 2 medium lasers, and that is the Stinger dead and gone. Physical attacks, none to speak of. Orion is at 3 heat, their Griffin is at 7. Which Griffin is this? Number 2. Number 2 is the expensive one, the 4-4. The Quick Draw is at 2 heat, everyone else looks like they're running cool. Guillotines gains 4 heat, sinks 4 heat. He's going to be joining the fray here soon. Destroy the center torso and the head. Did I really hit the head? I saw it destroyed another section. I did not see which one. Oh, damn. Yeah. Medium laser to the head, destroying life support and everything else. It's a good thing we don't plan on salvaging a Stinger. Yeah, unit is already dead, so takes no more damage, that kind of thing. We've lost initiative going into round 16. We're at 92% nears makes no difference. They're at 49.3, and things are about to start heating up a bit. Tentacle Shogun. Just gonna keep jumping forward. Orion is gonna take partial cover. Stiletto would like to wait for that Griffin to go. We can, in the meantime, we can get the Spider out of here. Let's see, they've moved the Galleon and the Maxim, they've moved the Guillotine. They've not moved much of anything else. We can have Scarponi. Scarponi's actually got shots on a lot of people. If he stands still, he might have a decent shot. The Grasshopper also needs to try to regroup with the rest of us. We can give him partial cover from some of those guys. They're still just moving their back ranks. They still have not moved their Griffins, except this one. Stiletto, yeah, let's go Griffin hunting. See if we can't catch him. So all we've got left is the Wolverine and the Quick Draw. I'd kind of like to save both of them for last. And of course it's because we lost initiative. Quick Draw, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he can't get in behind us if we stand still. We're already in partial cover. We're behind the woods from those guys. And he jumped into the woods. Okay, Foot Platoon flees the battlefield, which is fine. We weren't planning on getting a point for them anyways. Let's see. Tentacle Shogun, have you got a target finally? We've got the Savannah Master on 10s. Yes, let's fire on someone who's not the Battle Master so we can get rid of that annoying pop-up. Let's see. The Orion at the Guillotine on... That's going to be 10s because we're not ready to use cluster munitions yet. 10s and 8s. Actually, we'll do a 10 and an 8. And then we've got 15s on him. Long range, target in woods. Yeah, okay. So we're not going to be able to get any shots off on that Griffin. Not from here. That is... we've got him on 10s. We've got the Guillotine on an 8. We've got the Savannah Master on an 8 as well. I think the Guillotine is the bigger threat. The Wolverine at the Guillotine on 8s. No, we'll make it 9s because we're not ready for clusters yet. Actually, we've got the Savannah Master on an 8. We could do that. Yeah, I think that's... Actually, we've got the Savannah Master on 11s with the pulses. And the mediums. We'll skip the SRM. We'll throw in the cluster munition. Hopefully we can slow him down or blow him up. The Quick Draw at the Griffin on an 11. Guillotine on a 9. And some 11s. And we'll go up to 2 heat on some 11s just to keep those heat sinks working. Scarponi at the Saladin on an 8. We'll take those odds. The Spider has no one in range. Grasshopper has the Savannah Master on 12s. Has the Saladin on 13s. I guess that's going to be 12s then. Just get a little bit of extra insurance against the Savannah Master. Alright, everyone gets lit up. Tentacle Shogun landing 3 SRMs on the Savannah Master's left side and front, immobilizing it with that hit to the left side. Very nice. Guillotine missing his shot with the large laser on the Wolverine. The Orion at the Guillotine missing on 10s and 8s. The Cronus at the Guillotine on an 8 missing. Wolverine at the Savannah Master on 11s and 8s, missing with everything. The quick draw at the guillotine on 9s and 11s hits him in the head with a medium laser for 4 damage, forcing Thelma's first consciousness check. The Drillson hits Tentacle Shogun in the left torso for 4, glancing blow down to 19, and 6 LRMs to the right torso and right leg. Sharponi missing on an 8, the Grasshopper missing on 12s, Griffin landing 6 LRMs on the quick draw's right torso and arm. Alright, Tentacle Shogun's up to 4 heat, their Griffin is up to 4 heat, our quick draw is up to 2 heat, everyone else is running cool. We've lost initiative going into round 17. We're at 91.5%. They're down to 48.9%. And we're still trying to protect this little MASH truck who's only a third of the way across the map. If the MASH truck goes down, we'll just bug out. But until then, we're going to keep fighting. I really want that support point, which means he has to make it across the map. Let's see, Grasshopper. Can we? Reckless. Over to here. No, not quite in range of the Savannah Master. MASH truck is full of injured soldiers. Be a hero. That's the plan. Yeah. I do fully intend to make sure that MASH truck makes it across the map intact. We need a 3. Hopefully we can get that. Wait, what happened? Okay, first of all, okay, the Battle Master is still immobile. Good deal. What did I see? I saw a Griffin move. I thought it was a Griffin. It might have been a guillotine. It looked like he did a pirouette and ended up facing the wrong way, but I guess that was just the graphics. In the meantime, our pony will continue walking. Just to close that gap a little bit. I'd like to get those medium lasers in range, because at long range he's down to just the 1 ER DPC. Savannah Master is going to be an easy target. Do we engage this Griffin next? I think that's... But how do we keep him from falling back? That's the question. The Spider... The Spider can advance again, just to make sure there's no one creeping up on our flank. Let's see, Guillotine and the Galleon have moved. The Griffin still has not. Quick draw. We'll jump into these heavy woods, facing the Griffin. Hopefully we can tempt him into jumping behind us. Tentacle Shogun. Jump to here, I think. I saw someone jump in behind us. Where did that happen? That must have been this Griffin. Man, I don't know why I'm having a hard time discerning what's going on in the quick little scenes where things are happening and I'm not in control. I keep seeing things that are not actually what's going on. We can get eyes on the Griffin up in here. And the Wolverine last but not least. And of course we lost initiative, so his Griffin gets to go last. Oh, yeah, he moved in behind the quick draw. Grasshopper needs a 3, gets an 11. Saladin needs a 4, gets an 8. blame their camo or something. That's the thing, is the camo is specifically designed to make it easier to differentiate who is who, and I'm still having trouble catching which team is moving and where. We've got the Savannah Master outside of visual range. We've got the Drillson 13s. Let's wait until the Grasshopper goes. I think the Grasshopper still has its searchlight, so we can get the Savannah Master. No, we cannot shoot at the Savannah Master. We will have to close with him next round. In the meantime, we've got the Drillson on 10s, so we'll take those shots. 10s and 12s. Throw in a couple of 12s just to be heat neutral. Tentacle Shogun, you've got, I think, no one in range. 13s and 16s. Yeah, sorry, bro. Let's see, the Orion. Outside of visual range. We've got the Griffin on 11s. We've got the Guillotine on a 10. We've got the Saladin on an 8. We can actually make that a 7. Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe I would like to stop that Saladin before it gets any closer. We've got the LRMs on an 8. We've got the LBX. And we've got the Savannah Master outside of range. We've got the Griffin on a 12. Sure, we'll throw that in as well. Actually, we've got the heat sinks. No reason not to. We had the Guillotine. No, it was the Saladin on 8s and 7s. And then we've got the Griffin on 11s now, not 12s. Oh, because he's not in the side arc anymore. We'll throw in one heat over against him on 11s. Stiletto has him on 9s. Versus the Guillotine also on 9s. The Saladin on a 7. The Drillson on a 7. At a range of 12, we could theoretically hit the Drillson with our SRMs, but I think the Saladin is the one I would really like to immobilize. And that means that nothing else is in range, except maybe the Guillotine on a 13. That's not going to happen. Let's see, the Wolverine has the Griffin in medium laser range, so we've got him on 10s, it looks like. Yeah, we'll throw some 10s at the Griffin. Where's... Oh, the quick draw's right here. The quick draw has no rear or arm mounted weapons, so we are strictly forward facing. We got the Guillotine on 12s or the Drillson on 10s. Oh, we do not have the Drillson on 10s, we have the Drillson on a 10. Scarponi taking fire from the Drillson as well. We've got him on a 9. We've got the Saladin also on a 9. Yeah, we'll take a shot at the Saladin on a 9. Maybe we can get super lucky. You never know. And the Spider at the Savannah Master. Oh, the Spider, of course, is going to be able to take out the Savannah Master finally. On 10s, because it's at long range. 7s, because we got a searchlight in there. Oh, stunned for 2 rounds, looked like. Okay, everyone gets lit up. The Grasshopper missing the Drillson on 10s and 12s. The Orion missing on 8s and 7s. Missing the Griffin on 11s as well. The Cronus hits the Saladin in the front with an ER large laser down to 10 armor. The Drillson missing on 8s. The Wolverine looks like missing on 10s. The Quick Draw missing on a 10. Scarponi at the Saladin hits it in the left side and immobilizes the Saladin. Huzzah! The Griffin missing on an 8. The Spider at the Savannah Master hits it in the front and the left side, destroying the Savannah Master. So that's another kill for the Spider. And the Griffin landing 10 LRMs on the Orion's right and center torso. That right torso is down to 12 armor. We've got no physical attacks from him. Quick Draw can try to punch him in the back, but only on an 11. And the Spider's got nothing either. Close, but not close enough. Needed an 11, got a 9. That was a miss. So their Griffin number 2 is up to 6 heat now. That's going to be a movement penalty, and he's going to have to cool it, or he'll start taking targeting penalties. Our Wolverine is at 3 heat. And that is it for the heat report. We've one initiative going into round 18. We're at 91.3%. They are at 46.7%. Let's see. Griffin probably trying to swing around behind us so that he can pepper us with PPC fire in our rear arcs. I'd like for that not to happen. But what can I do to stop it? Got Scarponi. Can we reckless up this way? On a pair of 4s. Here's hoping. Okay, yeah, Scarponi's still standing, and he's got 2 evasive pips. Let's see, what else can we do while we wait for the Griffin to go? The Orion, I think, is going to stand still. Continue sniping. Tentacle Shogun would like to jump into some woods up close and personal with them. We've got the Saladin, which is immobile. I'm dreading when the Warhammer slips on another banana peel. Yeah, me too. I've been very careful about trying to have him roll as few dice as possible. Because I don't trust him with those piloting checks anymore. We got the Grasshopper over here who can close with one of the Griffins, maybe. We've got Stiletto, we've got the Wolverine and the Quick Draw. Those are all waiting for the Griffin to move. That only leaves the Spider. Which, not quite as mobile as I would like. I know. I'd like for him to be able to make it into those heavy woods, but he couldn't quite get there. Stiletto might as well come down here and join the main fray. I know it's not partial cover against anyone on that level, but oh. Oh yes, we are going to go reckless into his back. Is a pair of 3s, I think we can do that. And the Quick Draw has Hopping Jack, yes. So we can get in here on his back as well. Alright, Scarponi needed a pair of 4s, got a 9 and a 6. Wolverine needed a 3, got a 7 and a 4. The Drillson needed a 3, got a 7. Tentacle Shogun has the Drillson on 9s, alternately 9s. Got the Saladin on 7s. Yeah, let's throw in some SRMs on 7s, just enough to be heat neutral. Let's see, the Orion can snipe at the Galleon on a 9, perhaps, or actually be a... No, against the Galleon, I think I want to use cluster munitions. We'll start with the LRMs on an 8 and a 9 with the LBX. Stiletto has the guillotine on 11s, has the Drillson on a 7. I think that's the move right there. 7 and an 11, sure, we'll take that shot. Let's see, the Wolverine and the Quick Draw are going to be into the back of the Griffin. We've got him on a 7 with the LBX, and that's with slug ammo. 5s with the pulses. Yeah, we'll go 2 heat over for that, and then the Quick Draw. And follow that up with a bunch of 8s. To 3 heat over. Scarponi. Taking fire from the Galleon. We've got him on 11s. I don't see anything better than an 11, so we'll take that shot. Spider has the Drillson on 11s. So we'll go heat neutral for that. Not that I think we're going to do much good, but might as well just keep shooting. Last but not least, the Grasshopper. We've got the Galleon on 11s, or we can make sure the Saladin is finished off on 6s. 6s and 8s, yeah, we'll do enough to go up to 3 heat over on 8s. Alright, everyone gets lit up. The Marauder at the Saladin hits it in the left side with an SRM and blows up the Saladin. Okay, so we wasted some shots with the with the Grasshopper. Our Orion missing on 8s and 9s, the Cronus missing on 7s and 11s, the Drillson missing on 7s and 11s, landing 6 LRMs on Tentacle Shogun's left arm and leg. The Wolverine missing the Griffin in the back with the LBX slug ammunition. If we'd gone cluster, it would have hit, but would it have been worth it? We would have just shotgunned him in the, across a bunch of locations, and it wouldn't have been very effective. We did hit him in the right leg with a medium pulse laser, hit him in the left torso rear with a medium laser, and 3 SRMs to the left leg, left torso rear going internal, and the head, forcing his first consciousness check, which he barely passes. Let's see, the Quick Draw at the Griffin, landing a medium laser to the center torso rear, critical for no effect, and another one to the center torso rear, which goes in turn. Oh, 2 more to the center torso rear, leaving him with 10 structure. Scarponi missing the Galleon, the Griffin missing the Orion on an 8, the Spider actually lands a hit on the Drillson's front. Griffin missing on 12s, the Grasshopper at the Saladin hits it in the front. Oh yeah, the Saladin's already dead. Griffin number 2 needs a 5 to stay standing, gets a 7. Does not fall down. We can, I guess, punch him in the legs on a 7. Yeah, the Griffin was pretty lucky. He's got 10 structure left on his center torso. We missed with a big gun that does 10 points of damage. That was aimed at his center back. We did punch him in the left leg for 7, down to 9 armor. And no crits, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he got away from that one pretty lightly. The only people who are heating up are going to be the Griffin number 3 at 7 heat, the Wolverine and the Quick Draw at 2 and 3, and the Grasshopper at 3. Alright, we've lost initiative going into round 19. We're at 91.25%. They're at 45.25%. Let's see, Tentacle Shogun. And yeah, I realize that I've been on this battle over 2 hours altogether. We started it last week. And here we are, almost into the end of this week. We're still on the same battle. The Orion is, I think, going to start advancing now. Let's see, Stiletto. They've still got 2 Griffins and a Guillotine and a bunch of tanks. I don't want to go rushing in. 2 hours. Gonna pump those numbers up. Yeah, those are rookie numbers. But yeah, no. Not trying to spend, multiple weeks on the same battle. We're gonna fall back from this Griffin because we're not gonna be able to get into his back this turn because he did win initiative. Scarponi will continue advancing in this direction. Maybe we can taunt him into moving, but I doubt it. Grasshopper. I'd like to jump into this hex facing this direction, I think. Got a Saladin over there that I don't want to get too close to. And with just the Spider and the Wolverine left. Ooh, we could get very close to the Saladin. And not be quite as evasive as we probably should be for that. We can get on the Griffin's left side, which is going to make it very hard for him to hit us. And yeah, no. We are not able to get the Griffin in the back, so what we're going to do is we're going to play it safe, and we're just going to try to surround him, so no matter which way we go, we can stay in contact with him. Oh, where did he go? Did he... Oh, he's trying to flank the Orion or something? I don't know. But we do have... Yeah, Scarponi can hit him on a 10 and some 12s. Yeah, we'll go 2 heat over. Why not? Tentacle Shogun at the Drillson on 7s, or the Saladin on 12s. 12s and 7s. Yeah, we'll go for the Drillson with the SRMs, just enough to be heat neutral. Get some of that ammo out of our bins. Let's see, the Orion at the Griffin, I think. He's got 11s with the solid slug. And 13s with the mediums. Do we have any other targets for the LRMs? We've got the Galleon on a 12. Sure, we'll take that shot. Stiletto kind of got out of position pretty badly. Oh, we've got the Striker over here on an 8. We'll go ahead and take that shot. Let's see, the Wolverine has, looks like, no targets in sight. The Quick Draw has the Griffin on the right side on 14. That's not good enough. But unfortunately, the only other option we have is a 17, and that's also not good enough. The Spider, oh, has a Griffin in his back. We can hit him on 10s. We can hit this one on 13s. That's not going to happen. We'll take the 10s, sure, and then we'll get the heck out of there before we can take any more damage. He's probably going to kick us, and if he does, there's a good chance it'll leg us. I say a good chance. I think our legs are pretty fresh. The odds of blowing it off are slim. We've got the drill on 7s and 9s. We'll throw in a pair of 7s and a quartet of 9s. Oh, the Drillson took some damage. Scarponi missing on a 10s and 12s. Tentacle Shogun at the Drillson hits it in the left side, immobilizing it, stunning the crew for a turn. Immobilizing it again, immobilizing it again. Stunned crew for 2 turns and eventually destroyed by damage. The Saladin landing a hit on the Grasshopper's right leg. Ouch. 20 points, leaving us with 8 armor remaining on that leg. The Orion missing the Griffin on 11s and 12s. Stiletto at the Striker hits it in the front, costing it half its movement points. The Drillson at Tentacle Shogun glancing a hit or 2 off of the left arm, down to 8 armor. The Spider missing the Griffin on 10s. The Griffin landing a PPC on the Orion's center torso, down to 16 armor there. The Grasshopper at the Drillson hits it in the front and the left side with both larges. All the mediums miss, and the last Griffin misses with his PPC. Grasshopper needs a 4 to stay standing, gets a 5. We've got no physical attacks over here. We could try to punch the Griffin on a pair of 10s. And he's going to kick us, and it's going to hurt. No, he did not try to kick us. We did miss. Their Griffin number 3 is up to 10 heat. Their Griffin number 2 is up to 7 heat. Our Warhammer is up to 2 heat, and our Grasshopper is up to 3. Battlemaster Pilot stays unconscious still. Alright, we've won initiative going into round 20. We're at 90.4%. They're at 37.8-ish. I would really like to try to knock out their commander, if I could, this mission. And it looks like he is going to oblige. That guillotine is getting awfully close, and he's got 4 medium lasers and an SRM-6, which is not that scary. Or wouldn't be if we hadn't already taken quite a bit of damage. Gonna start closing in on him. What else can we do? We've got the Speeder who wants to bug out before he takes any more damage. We go to there, be nice and evasive, partial cover maybe, and more importantly some distance. Stiletto. I don't want to do a death from above. Is that the... Wait, where is... Oh, there's the Saladin. The Saladin hasn't moved yet. Yeah, let's come in here and close on this sensor return. Maxim, okay. Let's see, the Wolverine and Scarponi. Scarponi will walk towards this Griffin. Looks like they're trying to close in on our mash truck again. And the only thing we have there is our Spider against these 2 Griffins if they decide to head that way. That's not great. See, the Quick Draw wants to get back into the action as soon as possible. Wolverine would also like to jump into... Can we get into his rear arc at all? We can, but only at extreme range for the pulse lasers. Whereas if we go here, we're at medium range for the pulse laser. It's not his back. Oh wait, his back is pretty open. Yeah. More worried about the LBX. If we can get him at medium range in his back with the LBX, we could maybe get some engine or gyro crits. Hopefully we don't need like a 9 to hit him. If we can get him on like a 7 or an 8, that would make me a lot more comfortable. A lot more happy with our odds of hitting him for actually. I do not want to be that close to the Saladin, nor does Tentacle Shogun. I think Tentacle Shogun is about to eat an autocannon 20. We've got the guillotine on 5s. Yeah, let's wail on him for a little bit. 5s and 7s, we'll throw in a couple of SRM 6s, go to 4 heat over. The Grasshopper, got the Saladin on 10s or the guillotine on 9. Or the Galleon on 7s. I think that's going to be the Galleon on 7s, and we'll throw in a 9 just to keep the heat sinks pumping. Let's see, the Orion at the Griffin on 11s. Dang. Uh, 11s are not going to be easy to hit with. Oh, it's because he hasn't been lit up yet, that's why. Fire that. Do we have any targets for the LRMs? We've got this Griffin over here on a 12. Sure, we'll go 2 heat over. This thing has trouble staying hot anyways. Stiletto at the Maxim on 5s and presumably 3s. And a 5. Yeah, we'll go 6 heat over on that thing. We've got the Griffin. Oh, for real? Got the Griffin on... Well, 13s is not good. 10. Yeah, we'll light them up. We don't have any good targets, though. Quick Draw has the Griffin on 11s. Has the Guillotine on 12s. Has the Saladin on Impossible. I guess that's going to be... Oh. Just the one large, I guess. Scarponi has the Griffin in the back as well on 8s. Did not realize that was going to happen, so I would have fired with him first. Spider getting lit up by the Galleon, I presume. We've got the Griffin on 13s. We got no shots. Alright, people getting lit up. Marauder at the Guillotine hits him in the right torso with a pair of pulse lasers. Center torso with the 3rd. That's 18 damage. And then 4 SRMs. That's going to force a piloting check. That's scattered across his arms and torso. Guillotine at the Marauder hits him in the right arm with a medium laser. Down to 18 armor there. Grasshopper at the Galleon hits him in the left side. Hits him in the left side again with a medium. No crit. The Galleon missing the Marauder with a pulse laser. Maybe we want to salvage that Galleon. The Orion at the Griffin hitting him on 8s in the left leg and the right arm with medium lasers. Medium laser to the left leg for no crit. LRM-15 missing the other Griffin on a 12. The Saladin missing Tentacle Shogun on a 7. That's fortunate. Cronus at the Maxim hits it in the front, hits it in the left side, costing it half its movement points. Front for 12 more, and SRMs to the front, leaving it with 1 structure and critting on the sensors and causing the LRM-5 to malfunction. The Maxim is hanging on for dear life. The Wolverine missing on a 10, the Quick Draw missing on an 11, the Griffin missing on a 12, Scarponi at the Griffin on 8, hits him in the right arm, center torso rear, onto 5 structure. Center torso rear again, that's the Griffin down and out. Kill to Scarponi. And the other Griffin missing on 11. Guillotine needs a 5 to stay standing, gets an 11. Stays standing. But we've cleared out our backfield, which is nice. Now we can start advancing again. Tentacle Shogun is at 4 heat, the Orion is at 2 heat, but it's going to cool down quickly. Stiletto is at 6 heat, she's going to have to manage that. The Guillotine is at 6 heat as well. So he's down movement points, and will be down targeting if he keeps this up. The Battlemaster is still alive, but is not going to wake up anytime soon, so I'm not considering it a threat in my backfield. Real long coma, yeah. We can expect it's a 1 in 12 chance of waking up each turn on an 11 plus. So theoretically, we should expect her to stay unconscious for 12 turns, which is actually only a couple of minutes, given that each turn is supposed to be 10 seconds. We've lost initiative going into round 21, and we might be picking this up again next week. Alright, let's start by getting our Wolverine into position. I assume they were 6s like D&D. It's 2d6, and... Oh, 6-second turns. No, when they calculate the speed of mechs, they use 10 seconds per turn as their starting point. Each hex is supposedly 30 meters across, and a turn is 10 seconds, so if you can move 5 hexes in a turn, then you're moving, 150 meters in a 10-second, and then they use that to calculate kilometers per hour. So it actually does kind of make a certain amount of internal sense. It's just, don't look at it too closely or it starts to break down, especially once you start looking at the realistic weights of the mechs and their densities. Let's get the spider into these woods. Staying nice and evasive, but not too far from the action. I want that Saladin down and out before he can take another shot. Let's see, the Maxim is damaged pretty badly, but he's still an 8-12. The quick draw definitely needs to be getting down here as well. We can take some partial cover while we're at it. Who else have we got over here? We've got Scarponi, who kind of needs to book it. We'll go Reckless. And we'll have to make 2 checks, and if we fail the... Oh, no. I thought it was going to be 1 to move Reckless and another one for the elevation change. And I thought if we failed the second one, we were going to take another 2 levels of falling damage. Let's see, what else have we got over here? We've got the Orion. The Orion can go Reckless as well. We need to get him closer in. Or her. It's Vernita, right? Nairn. Sorry. Needing a pair of 3s shouldn't be a problem. Who else can we move? We've got the Cronus. Oh. The Maxim moved, and it unloaded some personnel. We can not back up into this hex, apparently, unless we go Reckless, which we might just do. Go Reckless, we'll go back up, we'll go to here, we might as well turn, so we... Oh, our heat is at 6, so we've only got 4 movement points, so we can't turn. We can do that on a 3, we can hit the foot platoon with some pulse lasers and hopefully kill a bunch of them. Let's see, it's just the Marauder and the Grasshopper now. We'll go behind this patch of cover with the Grasshopper. Oh, and the Saladin decided to close in. We're gonna go behind the Saladin. And I want him dead. I want him dead this turn. I don't want any excuses. And then at the end of this turn, I will have to be calling it. We have been streaming now for just over 2 hours. Everybody made their checks. Nobody fell down, which is all well and good. Tentacle Shogun on the Saladin on 6s. We'll go up to 4 heat for that. The Orion has the Griffin on a 10. And the LRM's on an 11. Sure. Cronus at the Maxim. Actually, no. We'll go for the foot platoon with pulse lasers. And then the Maxim on an 8. Shouldn't be an 8. It should be a lot easier than that, shouldn't it? Okay, no. I want the Maxim down and out, and that means I want at least one guaranteed hit. No, the ER large, thank you. So yeah, the Maxim, skip the ER large. We'll do some pulse lasers and some SRMs. Hopefully something hits him in the front and causes him to stop living. Wolverine has the foot platoon on a 16, which is ridiculous. We've got the Galleon on a 14. That looks like it. We're going to have to get him into position a little bit better. The quick draw at the Saladin on 11s, or the guillotine out of range. Scarponi has the Saladin on impossible. Has the Griffin on a 13. The Spider taking fire from the Griffin. Yeah, needs a 10 with the PPC. Ouch. Hope it doesn't hit. We've got the Saladin on a 14. No other targets, looks like. And the Grasshopper will join in the firing on the Saladin. We will, I think, try to take out the Guillotine next turn. We should be able to take some shots in the back from him. I want to keep my arms free for punching. Alright, I see smoke over the Saladin. Okay, Maxim fixes the LRM-5, good for them. The Marauder hits the Saladin in the rear, and the rear, and the rear, and the ammo, and the Saladin goes boom. The Galleon missing the Tentacle Shogun due to its left leg being behind cover. The Orion at the Griffin, landing 8 pellets from the LBX, scattering around and really just scratching the paint. Cronus at the Maxim, missing with the first 2 pulses, landing the 3rd one, and only 2 SRMs. So yeah, that was not as certain of a kill as I would have liked. Quick draw at the Saladin, it's already dead. The Griffin at the Spider, on a 10, hit him in the right leg down to 4 armor. Okay, Spider is officially in trouble. Grasshopper at the Saladin, Saladin's already dead. Guillotine at the Marauder, landing a large laser, glancing off the left arm down to 4 armor. Medium lasers glancing off the right and left arm down to 2 armor. SRMs to the right arm and left torso. And then the physical attack phase, he's likely to kick us. We are going to try to punch him on a 10. We missed him, he missed us. He did not fall down. Yeah, bye-bye Saladin is right. Alright, so we've got the Marauder at 4 heat, then we've got their Griffin at 3 heat. We got our Grasshopper at 2, the Guillotine is up to 9 heat, so that is movement and targeting penalties. And the Battlemaster stays asleep. Alright, we've won initiative going into round 22. We are at 89.6%, they're at 26.0%. Do we save it or do we call the mission here? Do we call it a victory? I was planning on waiting until Mash Truck got all the way across, or we did finish annihilating them, but they are down to 26% of their forces. We're just going to save. And we're not going to save over Convoy 2. We're going to create a new save. We're going to call it Convoy 3. And from there, we are going to, yeah, we'll save over our exit save as well. We'll save our campaign here, and we will call that post-stream. Since I did already have a pre-stream save after I gave everyone that award. But yeah, this is where we're going to call it for today. We will pick this battle back up next week. We can run that Mash Truck to the end unless you want to just say it made it. I was debating. We can talk about it on Discord. But in the meantime, thank you all for joining me. It's been a wonderful pleasure. Glad everyone was able to make it, and we hope everyone can make it next week. Mash sat on the border for like 3 turns. Yeah, he really was not moving very quickly. If at all, sometimes. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community, and we will catch you guys next week. Until then, have a good day, have a good weekend, and have a good week.